And good morning, hockey fans from RMU Island Sports Arena. We're on the Clearview sheet of ice for Game 1 of the Nutcracker tournament for North Pittsburgh Wildcats. 10U Team 4 Coach Brumbaugh. We're looking at the Wildcats going through warm-ups in their black sweaters on the left side of the rink right now. And we'll pan over to the right as I clean up the screen as well and take a look at the Pittsburgh Yetis in their white sweaters, black pants, purplish, bluish trim there. They're going through warm-ups on the right. So I got my exercise already this morning as I keep having to guess what side we'll be shooting on twice. And so I had to move the goalie camera. So I'll give you a quick look here at the goalie cam. It'll be in the offensive zone in the first and third periods of the game. And I'm getting the instant replay camera set up here as well. So that should be ready to go now as well. So we'll take it back here to the main camera. Once again, this is Game 1 of the Nutcracker tournament from RMU. We're going to be on like every sheet of ice at this facility over the next couple of days. So I will do my best to get a signal when we're outside on the what they call the stadium rink as the outdoor sheet of ice. It's going to get a little sketchy when we're out there. There's a second sheet of indoor ice here called the Olympic rink. I know we have at least one game scheduled there. So I believe it's 2 on the outdoor rink and then 1 more on the Olympic sheet for the 4-game minimum for the Wildcats here. But Game 1 setting up to go here. As warm-ups are over, I'm connecting to the comment sections here. We're on Rickety Bench YouTube live and simulcast on my personal Facebook page as well. So say hello in the comments. Hopefully you're having some coffee and donuts with your hockey. So I got to get my cheat sheet out as well, because Coach Brumbaugh warned me there might be some line changes here for Game 1, depending on what we end up doing score-wise. So I'm ready. Also here on the Clearview arena-style sheet of ice, lots of bleachers and some bar height tables here at the top level. So I'm right at mid-ice. There's a cutout in the bar height table. Perfect for an announcer like me to stand right at mid-ice with a view over top of everybody, and I got a table to my right and the left. So I've got equipment laid out all over both of these surfaces here on my right and left. So we got, once again, full production here for Rickety Bench in Game 1. Wildcats and Yetis. Your opening line is going to be Dollinger, Behringer, and Grab as the forwards. Lusty and Brumbaugh, your defensive pair. Roman Wolf in net on my left. Wildcats going left to right as we're looking at it. Once again, say hello in the comment section. I want to know what you're having for breakfast while you're taking in some Wildcats hockey. As action's going to get underway here. Dollinger's at mid-ice for the faceoff. Grab is on the right wing. Behringer on the left wing. As we're getting ready to go here. All right, Behringer comes right away, hard in on the left side. Behringer to the net. That puck's going to get kicked back out. Oh, now in front of the net. Chipped right across the crease. And Yetis take it deep. So action on the far side. Behringer, Dollinger. Dollinger, shot on net, saved by the Yetis goalie. Back behind the net. They bring it around near side. Up to the mid-wall. Dollinger. Up the mid-wall, Yetis force it out of the zone. Ahead of Lusty, Brumbaugh, that's Roscoe. Roscoe comes across. I accidentally called Brumbaugh as the other defensive pair. It's Lusty and Roscoe. All right, here's Grab. He's got one man to beat. Grab. Coming into the net. Grab. Dollinger can't play that one. Grab out to the wing. Circling back around. Now he was looking for Lusty at the point. Lusty holds a blue line. Sends one in there. Bouncing into the crease right of the net. Yetis defensively move it out to the far corner. Behringer hustling out here. He's had a busy shift. Dollinger centers to Grab. That one comes back out. I was a little slow on the goalie cam. Action on the right mid-wall. Dollinger, deep shot. That's blocked out to the point. 2-on-2 rush coming out of the zone for the Yetis. They push it out far side. Yetis barely on sides there. Undercut by Dollinger. Roscoe coming across here. Gavin Roscoe with speed. Tried to drop it ahead. Yetis kick it wide. And this one pushed in by Behringer. Behringer to the net. That one just across the crease. Grab from an impossible angle. Puts it in. So Wildcats on the board, 10:32 in the first. We'll put that one in. We'll see if we can catch that on the instant replay. And we'll see how I did with the goalie cam. There's a shot across. We just get Grab in the frame as he puts that one in. So, all right, so face-off coming at mid-ice, new line on for the Wildcats. Hoover, Wesley Roscoe, and Yohe are your forwards. Brumbaugh and Thompson, your defensive pair. Here's Yoey hard in on the left side. Yoey, his shot just wide right over the near corner. Wesley Roscoe drops it down into the trapezoid where Yoey will engage. Yetis are first ones to it in the corner. Yetis pushing up the mid-wall now. Roscoe with the steal, pushes it to the middle. Yetis pushing out to the point. Thompson pinched up on the blue line, dropped it down for Yoey. Here comes Yoey left side. Yoey makes a move here. His shot just behind the net. So Yetis take it around near side again. Action in the corner. Yetis pushing up the mid-wall near side. Thompson sends it wide, but Yetis are out of the zone near side. Off the dasher. Hard play by Hoover over there. Now Yetis fighting for this in the neutral zone. They push it all. It retreats a little bit. Yoey was trying to drag across. Now Hoover ahead to Yoey. Yoey on a jailbreak. Oh, he's back checked. Can't get that puck deeper. Yetis kick it out of the zone. Thompson drops it back across for an offsides. 9:37 in the first. Have a face-off coming in the near dot just outside the Yetis zone. No, far dot for Navari, Mulvaney, and Torres with Gibson and Koronowski is your other defenseman out there. Yetis far side. Navari, great drop in there. This one's coming on net. Yetis goalie will cover that one as, my goodness, who was that just charging in there? That was Mulvaney just coming in there, crashing hard. 9:25 in the first offensive zone face-off for the Wildcats to the Yeti goalie's right. Navari in the circle, Mulvaney in the slot, Torres over on the wing. This one comes to Torres on the wing, but his stick's tied up. He will drop it deep. Now Mulvaney coming across to engage near side. He's chasing this one up the mid-wall. This one comes out to the blue line and out. Wildcats have to clear. They did get onside. Mulvaney drops it back down. Chip in charge for Wildcats. Yetis near side. They hesitate before bringing it up the wall and then centering to exit the zone. Yetis into the neutral zone near side. Navari undercuts and will chase this one out. Back to the blue line. Yetis will hold, though. Now Torres engaging here on the mid-wall, and Yetis bring it across. Mulvaney, was off and running there, but couldn't exit the zone. Gibson, good poke check there. Try to force that puck out. And this one's ahead to Mulvaney. Mulvaney coming in with speed. Navari in the middle. Mulvaney right wing. He's undercut over there. Puck is loose in the slot. Oh, Navari went down as he was trying to pick up that puck in the slot. Action in the trapezoid behind the Yetis net. 8:25 in the first. Gavin Roscoe will hold it on the left wing. He sends in a deep one, just wide right. Mulvaney across to engage. He has some room here to walk this in on the right wing. He puts in a deep shot. That one bounces to the Yetis goalie. Puck is available in front of the net. Yetis hard out of the zone. This one's going, it was tipped, so it will not be icing. Lusty with Roscoe supporting, back deep in his own zone. Lusty's going to launch one. Oh, to hit a Yetis player to keep it in the zone. Yetis to the net, saved by Wolf. Behind the Wildcats net, Lusty sends it around to the mid-wall. Grab across to engage here, grab. Oh, just overshot that puck. Couldn't get out of the zone. Yetis will hold, drop another one down. It's tipped wide by Lusty out to the far corner. 7:45 in the first. Action in the Wildcats defensive zone. Lusty hard off the window into the neutral zone. Dollinger got undercut there a little bit. Now Dollinger stretch pass to Grab. Grab dead ahead. Grab loads a shot up and puts it into the right corner of the net for the second score of the game for the Wildcats at 7:32 in the first. They will take the 2-0 lead. And we'll see how far behind the replay camera is here. A great stretch pass. Grab will pick that up on the goalie cam here. Finds a corner of the net. So, all right, back to the main camera here. Dollinger, Grab, and Behringer are your wings. Brumbaugh and Thompson, your defensive pair. Thompson stretching it out to Behringer. Behringer has to go around the ref and drop it in. Grab, who may have been in there by a step. No offsides, though. Action on the far wing. This puck leaks into the slot. Yetis trying to push it out. Ooh, I think Behringer got away with a tripping call there. No whistle. They're letting him play here this morning at RMU. It's Grab. Pulls this one off the far dasher, but it's tipped back by the Yetis. Action in front of the Yetis bench in the neutral zone. Brumbaugh is going to take this angled wide. He shovels it ahead. Grab has to drop this one into the zone. Oh, he had his stick lifted, so he could not play that puck. And it comes backwards into the neutral zone. Thompson takes another stab at it. Dollinger picks it up and charges in on the right side. Dollinger waiting over there. He's got too much traffic, though. Yetis send the puck deep into the trapezoid. Under 7 minutes in the first. Yetis out around the far corner, trying to push it up the wall. Held up by Behringer. Behringer puts one across the crease. Yetis goalie got a piece of it, but it leaks out to the right wing. Thompson pinches from defensive position, and then he retreats back to the blue line. As he did what a defenseman needs to do, is get that puck back from the blue line, back down into the zone. Now Thompson again. This one blocked out near the point by the Yetis, and they kick it out of the zone. Wildcats have to clear. Brumbaugh with a Wildcat forechecking. Wildcats pushing it in left side. Brumbaugh and that Wildcats player hard into the boards. My goodness. Wildcats player appears to be okay. That was a very tough collision over there. As Brumbaugh feathers one through the neutral zone. Grab's going to pick it up. Nobody back for the Yetis. So Grab right side, 3-on-1 for the Wildcats. Grab waiting. Oh, left it into the slot. Yetis would pull it back away. Now Yetis with numbers coming the other way. One-on-one situation here. Koronowski undercuts here. Gibson, great back check, but Yetis with a shot on net. Save. Nice save by Wolf over there defensively. Now puck out on the far side. 5:38 in the first. Yetis hold on the wing. They push this one up the slot. And that shot comes to Wolf, and it got under him for the stop. So, nice save there. 5:31 in the first. Defensive zone faceoff coming to Wolf's right. Once again, say hello in the comment section here. All right, so... All right, we got a new line on here. So that's Hoover with the draw. He will win the draw with Roscoe and Yowie out there. And then Gibson and Koronowski. So this one's punched out of the zone. And it is going to be icing. So Wildcats ice the puck on a stretch pass. It just had a little too much mustard on it. 5:15 of the first. We'll go back to the Wildcat zone for another defensive face-off. Sorry, I left that comment on there for too long. It's in the way of the footage. All right, so Hoover will come in here again for a draw to Wolf's right. Roscoe, Yowie, Gibson, and Koronowski is your line right now. Hoover wins it, sends it up to the wall, but Yetis will push it down now. Still action on the mid-wall, near side. All right, Gibson hard out of the zone. No, Yetis hold the blue line. They send it down the far corner. Koronowski first one to it with speed. He will push it up the wall. Yowie will pick it up far side. Yowie and Roscoe 2-on-2 rush for the Wildcats. Yowie drifting right. Oh, Roscoe's in early. He's got to get back across. Good patience by Yowie to let his teammate get back on sides. This one's coming back to Lusty. Lusty sends one in. Yetis hold it at their own blue line, though, and send it back through the neutral zone. Lusty will have to go back and get this one. Lusty airborne. Oh, that's a high stick, so Yetis can't be the first ones to touch this one. Yowie comes up with this one on the right side. But he's back checked, so he couldn't get it on net. Yowie chasing deep now. 4:25 in the first. Action in the near corner. Hoover, good engagement over there, but Yetis pull it out of the zone. Near side. Lusty engaging here. Roscoe comes into the fray. We've got quite a scrum here as a puck leaks vertically here. Roscoe pushing in. Yowie walking the blue line here. Roscoe, a lot of sticks on that puck. Roscoe comes away with it, going right, looking for an angle here. Roscoe pushing deep. Roscoe, couldn't get the shot on net. He wanted to. He's looking to the middle. Now Roscoe taking on 3 Yetis over here in the corner. Navari picks it up. Navari, his shot saved by the Yetis goalie. 3:51 in the first. Navari with an excellent look there from the right wing. All right, offensive zone faceoff for Navari, Mulvaney, and Torres, with Brumbaugh and Thompson as your defensive pair. Face off to the Yeti goalie's left. Navari's face-off comes to Mulvaney. He pulls it down into the corner. So action in the offensive zone here. Yetis trying to pull this one out defensively. Mulvaney back-checking here, lifting sticks, but Yetis do pull it out. Brumbaugh will play with some room. Wildcats are on sides. Brumbaugh will chase in right wing. Brumbaugh chasing it deep now. Brumbaugh, tough angle there. Goalie got a piece of it. It leaks all the way out to the right side where Thompson will pick it up. Thompson, deep shot into a ton of traffic. And that one covered by the Yetis goalie. Nice piece of goaltending there to track that puck all the way to the right post. 3:21 were stopped in the first. Another offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Wildcats. Navari will take this draw with Torres in the slot. Mulvaney on the wing. Thompson and Brumbaugh back near the blue line. This one leaks into the slot. Navari battling for it. Yetis will pull it away far side. Looking for an angle here. Yetis passed a couple of Wildcats, all held in just barely. Here comes Torres. Straight ahead here, Torres. Oh, has to chase that one into the right corner. Now action behind the net. Torres still battling here. Good pursuit there. Brumbaugh going to hold the right wing here and let go of one. It bounces. It's deflected. Mulvaney tried to turn around and get one on net. It's blocked. And Mulvaney, good stick on puck over there, centering to Thompson. Thompson caught it on his backhand. He's forced to send it wide to the right wing. Yetis trying to exit this defensively. Mulvaney, good pursuit there. Torres also chasing across. Mulvaney chased that puck all the way across, but it's out of the zone. Wildcats have to clear. Rivari will come back and play this one. 2:30 in the first. Rivari angles one out. Mulvaney's got it. Does he have any gas left here on this long shift? Mulvaney passed another Yeti, but Yetis control near side. So Yetis pushing across now. They will enter. Oh, there's a tripping call. So we're going to get delayed penalty situation here. Wildcats going on the PK at 2:15 in the first. So we got a tripping call on Mulvaney. So all right, so your PK line is going to be Gibson, Koronowski, Grab, and Dollinger. Face off to Wolf's right. 1 minute here on the PK. So Dollinger tied up there on the face-off. Grab pushes it to the blue line. Yetis drop it back into the slot. Koronowski, good play to angle it wide of everybody. Dollinger with speed, trying to push ahead. Now we got a race on the left wing. Dollinger getting a stick lifted here. He's got a guy all over him. He will curl around, and then he'll drop it down and chase further. So Dollinger really working here on this PK. He will center it back to the point for Gibson. Gibson going to load one up into the slot. Yetis pull it back out. 32 more seconds on the PK. Yetis pushing ahead here on the power play. This one's going to get kicked towards Wolf. He will give it a pad save here. Deep in the zone now. Grab. Past one Yetis defenseman, and then Yetis drop it back down on the left corner. 15 more seconds till the Wildcats are back to full strength. Yetis with the steal here on the left wing. They send one across the crease and out to the far side. Grab and Gibson playing this puck on the corner. Dollinger skating it out. Mulvaney's coming out of the box. Wildcats back to full strength. Action in the neutral zone. Grab pushing it ahead. Mulvaney coming off. Grab still battling here as Wildcats send it wide. It's coming near side. Lusty will pick this up near his own blue line. Lusty hard through the neutral zone. Grab taps it in, and then Yetis clear the zone again. Wildcats got to get back on side. Lusty engaging here in the near boards. Grab again trying to push through. He overshot the puck. Action here right in front of us as Roscoe drops it ahead for Grab. Grab can't get into the zone. He's taken several efforts, unable to get this puck into the zone. As this thing's just been bouncing back and forth here in front of the penalty boxes in the scorer's booth. Now it leaks just behind Lusty. He'll go play it with Roscoe supporting on the other side. Lusty going behind his own net, circling back around far side. Lusty off the dasher. Behringer was trying to pull it out of the zone. So Hoover, Behringer, Roscoe, Lusty, and Grab out there right now for the Wildcats. 12 more seconds to play in the first period. Yetis drop one behind the Wildcats net. And then Roscoe sends it hard around the dasher. Yetis from the wing, closing seconds of the period. Hoover dropped it through, and that'll be the buzzer for the first. So we'll mute the audio and get ready for the second period. All right, we're coming back here for the second period. So Wolf is in net on my right now for the second period. So he's actually in front of the goalie cam right now. We won't be showing that much for this period. We'll bring it back in the third when we're in the offensive zone again on that period. So Hoover's at mid-ice, flanked by Yowie and Roscoe, Wesley Roscoe if you're keeping track at home. Brumbaugh and Thompson are your defensive pair. All right, Yowie pushing ahead here. Yetis goalie doesn't play it cleanly. Hoover centering again. Yetis goalie lost his stick and he was way out of the crease, but Yetis skated out of the zone. So he has time to recover and get his stick back. Thompson playing this one. Yetis left side. They'll load up a shot, and that one catches the corner of the net. So Yetis on the board here at 11:38 in the first. So we'll go back to mid-ice here for a face-off. All right, so we're going to keep that line out there. Hoover, Yowie, and Roscoe as the forwards. Gibson and Koronoski is now your defensive pair. Face-off here by Hoover. Yetis push it into the zone past Koronoski. He will play it in front of his own net here. Koronoski near side, shovels it up to the blue line. Yetis cannot hold. Yowie, who's streaking here. Yowie and Roscoe 2-on-1, or 2-on-0. Yowie to the net and in. So Wildcats with a quick answer here. Yowie finds the 5-hole at 11:18 in the second. And that'll make the score 3-1. Once again, say hello in the comments section. Happy to meet a few more grandparents in the arena today who have been viewing some of the live streams. So, all right, Yetis getting placed here for the face-off. Navari, Torres, and Mulvaney out there now as the forwards. Gibson and Koronoski still your defensive pair. Koronoski at his own blue line sends it off the dasher and then sends it wide through the neutral zone. Yetis pick it up, though. Oh, here's a steal by Mulvaney. He's got one man to beat. Mulvaney drifting right. He'll take a deep shot. Yetis goalie came way out of the crease, couldn't quite glove it, and then maintaining his angle, Yetis goalie is able to save that one from the deep corner. 10:56 in the second. Navari in the circle here for an offensive zone faceoff to the Yeti goalie's left. Torres is in the slot. Mulvaney on the wing. Roscoe and Lusty your defensive pair now. Gavin Roscoe from the point. Deep shots blocked out of the slot. Yetis skated out near side. Oh, hard attack there by the Wildcats, but puck is loose in the neutral zone. Torres circling around, drops it ahead of Mulvaney. Mulvaney will pick it up left side and try to push it deeper. He and a Yetis player go down. Puck squirts out towards the net. Torres now forechecking. Yetis send it away from him. Now far wing. Right side. Lusty can't hold the blue line. Wildcats have to clear. So Lusty circling back around here. Wildcats do get on sides. Lusty drops it through the other side of the neutral zone. Yetis skated ahead. They gain the line. And they will enter on the left wing. Back check. And then Lusty out of the zone. Mulvaney's skating ahead here. Oh, he overshot the puck, though. Yetis drop it back down, but despite their best effort, could not get back on sides. 10-10 in the second. I do appreciate that Yetis player going airborne, trying to get back over the line. We'll have a face off the far dot just outside the Wildcat zone. Once again, I have not seen any breakfast reports in the comment section, so let me know what is for breakfast. Coffee and donuts and hockey. All right, Grab, Behringer, Dollinger. Thompson and Brumbaugh out there for the Wildcats. Behringer near side. He will get it into the zone. Dollinger will chase left wing. Dollinger made a move into the slot but lost the puck. Yetis accidentally put one on their own net and forcing their goalie to make a save there on the left post. Grab on the far wing. Centering. Oh, just intercepted by the Yetis as he had Dollinger on the other opposite post. Now Grab from the point. That shot's blocked. Got behind Behringer. Behringer challenging here near the blue line. Yetis push it out into the neutral zone. They overshot the puck a little bit, and they dropped it down, so Grab's got to go get this defensively. Wolf comes out of the crease to settle that puck. Now Grab behind his own net, looking for an outlet here. Grab past one Yetis player. Oh, he ran into some trouble in the slot. Thompson pulls it out. Thompson angles it wide for Dollinger. Dollinger had Behringer on the far side, couldn't get it to him. Now Dollinger's got it back. He will enter right wing, so Wildcats are on sides. Dollinger continuing to push deep here past a couple of Yetis. Now from the crease, or from the trapezoid, he's still taking on all comers down there. Two Yetis pull it away from Dollinger far side. Grab coming across to engage. Thompson will hold the line and drop it back down. Now Grab right wing, makes a move here. Grab into the slot. Forwards were, dropped it across for Behringer, who caught it on his backhand, couldn't quite play it. So Dollinger centers one. And Hoover, who's fresh on, coming in left side. Hoover across the net, saved by the goalie, but the rebound is put in. So Hoover gets his own rebound and puts it in at 8:35 in the second. Wildcats will take the 4-1 lead. And we'll see if we can get that on the replay here, as we're probably not Oh, I missed it. My replay camera is actually too fast this morning. I got to be quicker on the instant replay. All right, so your line right now is Hoover, Yowie, and Wesley Roscoe with Gibson and Koronowski. So Gibson dropped it ahead of the neutral zone. Yowie forwards it ahead for Hoover. Hoover left side. Hoover puts one on net. It bounces back out. Yetis pull it out of the crease, far side. Now, great stretch pass into the neutral zone, but Koronowski will pull this one out near his own blue line, retreating a little bit and sends it out of the zone. Yetis wait to get on sides. Ooh, and they just leaked across there. 8-10 in the second. We're stopped after the offsides call. Face-off coming at the far dot, just outside the Wildcats zone. 2 more minutes and we expect a goalie change here. Xavier Fairman should be coming in net here in 2 minutes. As this face-off goes through the neutral zone, Yowie was lurking over there while Yetis try to push it ahead. Hoover drops it further into the neutral zone. Now this one's out ahead for Yowie. Yowie to the net. Oh, just under net was loose though, and Wesley Roscoe puts it in as Yetis goalie came way out of the crease to challenge that puck, and the resulting rebound put in by the Wildcats. That's Roscoe that time. Get that one on the instant replay here. So empty net available there. He puts it in. So I haven't put that one up on. Oh, now they do have it on the scoreboard. So 5-1 here at 7:52 in the second. Navari, Torres, and Mulvaney are your forwards. Roscoe and Lusty, your defensive pair. Action in the neutral zone. Pushed in by Mulvaney, chasing around at the point. Now puck is loose at the top of the slot. Mulvaney chasing this one right. Mulvaney right wing. Oh, he's tripped down over there. Navari comes across with some good intensity to play that puck, drop it into the trapezoid. Now Mulvaney back checking. He's got a steal, puts it on net, saved by the Yetis goalie. Out to the corner. Torres has this one behind the net. He's getting challenged back there. And Yetis send it over to the corner and up to the mid-wall. Lusty's going to try to hold on the wing here. Ooh, just barely. Kept it on the blue line. Dropped it down right side. Mulvaney centering. Torres got a piece of it. It comes over to the left corner. Navari puts another one into the crease. And Yetis goalie will eat that one at 7:03 in the second. We got an offensive zone face-off coming up here to the Yeti goalie's right. New lines coming on here for both teams. So Dollinger, Grab, and Behringer are your forwards with Thompson and Brumball, the defensive pair. Face-off coming to the Yeti goalie's right. Dollinger in the circle. Behringer on the wing. Grab is in the slot. Grab will pull this one around. He will let go of a low one. Yeti's goalie comes out of the crease and covers that one for another stoppage. 6:58 in the second. As we got tied up there, Yeti's goalie and Dollinger were tied up there after the play, and refs were watching everything that happened. They must have decided it was nothing malicious, but very odd circumstance there, as Yetis will pull this one away from the slot. Hard play there. Thompson got a piece of it, but Yetis force it out of the zone, far side. Dollinger sends it right back through the neutral zone on the line. Grab will pull this one in on the right wing. Grab right wing's got Behringer in the slot. Grab goes wide, puts one into the corner of the net. So Grab with another goal here, 6:37 in the second. See if we can get this one on the instant replay here. Grab goes on a wide angle from the right side and puts it in. So got a new line coming on for the Wildcats. Hoover, Roscoe, Yowie, Gibson, and Koronowski. Xavier Fairman headed to net here with his Santa hat on. So goalie change for the Wildcats at 6:37 in the second. Fairman in net on my right. Yowie goes flying through the slot. Yetis exit the zone. Gibson's got to give some time for the Wildcats to get back on sides. They are back on sides. Gibson gains the red line and dumps it ahead. Yowie forwarding this one. Now it's back out of over the blue line. So that's Hoover on the left wing now. On the wall, trying to push the puck deeper. Wesley Roscoe into the trapezoid. Centering, just past Hoover's stick. Yetis trying to exit the zone. They do. Gibson will pick it up in the neutral zone. Gibson angles one ahead for Yowie. Yowie enters drifting left. Yowie, deep shot. That's blocked. Yetis goalie leaps out and covers that one for the stoppage. 5:56 in the second. Another offensive zone faceoff coming up here. All right, so new line coming on here is Navari, Torres, and Mulvaney, with Koronowski and Gibson as your defensive pair. Face off to the Yeti goalie's right. Navari in the circle here for the draw. Navari wins this cleanly to Gibson. Gibson's going to load one up in the slot. It's blocked out to the far side. Mulvaney, right wing. This one undercut by the Yetis. They send it out to the mid-wall. Gibson trying to hold the blue line, and she will. And then Navari comes in there with a good stick on puck. But Yetis are going to exit the zone here. Yetis pushing out ahead. Gibson pulls it back to the blue line. Yetis come across, though, drifting right. They will enter right wing. Yetis still on a tough angle right. There's a shot. And Fairman's going to eat that one right off the post as he came around. That one was going behind the net, but Fairman came across to stop it anyway. As, goalie coming in cold here. Defensive zone faceoff, 5:24 in the second. This faceoff's coming to Fairman's left. New line on for the Wildcats. Dollinger, Grab, Behringer with Roscoe and Lusty. So Dollinger's in the circle here for the draw. This one being pulled out by Behringer and Grab pushing out ahead. Now we got a foot race. Grab racing out here on the left side. Grab all alone here tonight. He's getting back checked. Saved by the Yetis goalie. Behringer's backhander hit the back of the net, not the front. So action deep in the zone now. Behringer and Dollinger. Behringer centers one across. That missed everybody. It's going to exit the zone. So Wildcats have to clear. Roscoe will pick this one up in the neutral zone. He'll go D to D to Lusty, far side. Lusty push it in here on the right wing. Lusty drops it in, but he didn't get it real far. Yetis controlling here. Tough play there. Dollinger went down trying to get a piece of that puck. Now Grab goes down, but he stole the puck. Now action on the left side. Behringer's backhander got a piece of the goalie and went in. So Behringer puts one in here. 4:37 in the second. Wildcats will tack on another one. So take a look at that one as well on the replay. Very hard backhander. All right, so 4:37 in the second. Hoover, Yowie, and Wesley Roscoe with Gavin Roscoe and Lusty as your defensive pair. So puck is down and available in the neutral zone. Hoover will enter. He's got Yowie in the middle. Hoover forwards it ahead. Yowie will pick it up and put that one in just past the Yetis goalie. 4:26. Wildcats tack on another one. So we'll tack that one on. Wildcats running away with this one in the second period here. 4:26 in the third. So we'll keep that. Looks like they're going to keep that line out there. Thompson and Brumbaugh now on as a defensive pair with Hoover, Yowie, and Roscoe. Yetis will win the faceoff. And they will push near side. Yowie getting challenged over here. They will enter left side. Yowie charging in on the left wing. There's a shot, and that one's saved. And rebound effort by Roscoe hit the post and came back out, and then Yetis goalie will cover that one as he had to hustle to recover back over to the left post. Good effort there by the Yetis goalie. 4:10 in the second. Offensive zone faceoff to the Yeti goalie's left for Navari with Torres in the slot, Mulvaney on the wing. Brumbaugh and Thompson back near the blue line. Puck is down. Yetis will win this one, but it came on net, so that one's eaten by their goalie for another stoppage. 4:07 in the second. We'll do that all over again. Offensive zone faceoff to the Yeti goalie's left. Navari in the circle here for the faceoff. Puck is down. Yetis will win this one deep in their own zone. And we'll send it around the boards. Navari comes across to drop it back down. Yetis pick that one off, though. Now it goes deep. Wildcats actually had two guys behind the action there. As the puck got past them, though, and the Yetis goalie made another nice save there. And they didn't run any time off the clock there. Still 4:07. So getting a little loose on the timekeeping here. We're going to keep those forwards there and keep that line out there. So Navari again will take a face-off to the Yeti goalie's left. This one, won by Navari out for Thompson. He will load one up from the right wing. It's into the slot, bouncing across. Torres and Navari got a piece of that one. I think it was Navari that shot it on net and saved by the Yetis goalie. 3:59 in the second. All right, so Navari now on a draw to the Yeti goalie's right with Torres on the wing, Mulvaney in the slot. This one tied up by Navari. Yetis trying to push it out of the zone. And Mulvaney steals it, sends it back into the slot. Yetis now in front of their own net. Pull it across now. They're going to skate this one out of the zone and curl back around. And that one, Mulvaney got a piece of it. Now Yetis try to exit the zone again. It bounces deeper into the corner. Torres drops it down. Action on the mid-wall, far side. Thompson trying to hold the line. Navari also very aggressive stick on puck over there. But this one is going to exit the zone. Yetis charging through far side. They will enter left wing looking for an edge here. Brumbaugh ties him up. Yetis coming across on a tough angle. And across the crease. Fairman had laid out there to cover that, but there was no shot. Mulvaney hard out of the zone. Dollinger's in the vicinity. Yetis control, circle back around. Yetis. Stretch pass through the neutral zone, past their guy, no icing. So Brumbaugh back to collect this one in the corner, 2:54 to play in the second. Brumbaugh, put one on net. Fairman got a piece of it with his stick, and it's exited out of the zone hard by the Wildcats. It'll be icing, no, icing waved off. Yetis goalie comes across to settle it down for their defenseman. Lusty, who's getting in there deep for a defenseman. This one's coming out of the zone. Yoey came across the plate in the neutral zone. Roscoe overshot the puck. Yetis pushing back the other way. Yoey back defensively here. Yetis, two guys in the slot here. Koronowski frees it up. Now far side, he's got a guy out ahead of him. Here's a stretch pass to Dollinger. Dollinger tips it ahead as the Yetis were making a defensive change. Dollinger gets inside position here and puts one across to the crease, and Yetis goalie will eat that one, 2:11 in the second. So we just went back and forth there for a few times. And then another save by the Yetis goalie. Face-off coming to the Yeti goalie's right. Your line coming out for the Wildcats is Gavin Roscoe is going to take this draw with Gibson in the slot and Koronowski on the wing. Yoey and Wesley Roscoe are now your defensive pair. So lines mixing up here. Wesley Roscoe, hard shot from the point. That one hit the cage of one of the Yetis players at point-blank range. Now action on the far side. This one's stolen by Gavin Roscoe. He drops one back into the slot. Yetis pick that off, though. So Roscoe makes a poke check out to the near side. Now playing it on the mid-wall. Yetis up to the blue line. Yoey trying to hold. He cannot. So Wesley Roscoe playing this one in the neutral zone. Yetis will come in right wing. They drop it down in front of Gavin Roscoe. Roscoe trying to get an angle here. Sends it up to the mid-wall. Gibson trying to pull it out. And Yetis trying to curl it back in on the near side. Yoey pulls this one into the neutral zone. Yoey looking to center. Yoey left side. Yoey will put a bouncing one on net. Gavin Roscoe racing out here. That shot's blocked. A rebound attempt. So coming up on 1:15 to play in the second. Action behind the Yetis net. Yoey challenging on the mid-wall. Yetis will skate this one out near side. So Yetis through the neutral zone. They enter right wing. Hoover drops it right back across, and the Yetis are offsides. 56 seconds to play in the second. We'll have a face-off of the near dot just outside the Wildcats zone as the lines are getting all mixed up now. So Coach Brumbaugh warned me this was going to happen. So Navari's going to take this draw, flanked by Mulvaney and Behringer, with Grab and Hoover, your defensive pair. So Hoover to the blue line. Yetis hold. Yetis still trying to hold this in on the point. Mulvaney takes it away, far side. Mulvaney building speed here. He's got Behringer in the middle. Mulvaney, his stretch pass is blocked. So a nice defensive play there by the Yetis, and they exit the zone. Wildcats actually deflected that one back out over the line, giving Behringer a chance to get back on sides. Now Behringer chases this one in left wing. He'll put one left of the net out to the far corner. Mulvaney will pick it up. 25 seconds to play in the period. Yetis undercut and send it to the blue line. Held in by Grab. It's deflected across to Navari. Navari's going to drift left here and put one into the slot. Puck is loose in front and tipped in by Behringer. So 14 seconds to play in the period. Wildcats will tack on another one. As Wildcats are mixing up the lines now, moving defensemen up to wing positions and putting the wings back defensively to give these kids some new looks here. Navari at mid-ice here, flanked by Behringer and Mulvaney. Grab and that's Hoover are your defensive pair right now. 9 more seconds in the period. This one's going to be iced by the Yetis, though, as they send one hard into that zone. So 4.9 seconds to play in the period. Offensive zone faceoff coming to the Yeti goalie's left. Rivari will take the draw with Behringer in the slot. Mulvaney over on the wing. So after I just got done saying all the defensemen are moving up to wings, we've got all forwards out there right now for the Wildcats. Grab, deep shot, wide right as time will run out here on the second period. So we'll mute the audio here and get ready for the third. All right, we're coming back out here for the third period. Fairman headed to net on my left. Wildcats will be going left to right as we're looking at it while we got a very serious Foo Fighters jam here, getting everybody ready for the third period. So coming out here is going to be Thompson at mid-ice for the face-off. Lusty's going to be on the right wing. We do not have a left wing right now. All right, Behringer coming out here to be the left wing as Brumbaugh, and that is Dollinger as the other defenseman. Once again, Fairman in net on my left, 12 minutes on the clock. So third period underway. Thompson will win the draw. He will curl around, send it off the near dasher. So Thompson through the neutral zone. This one's going into the Yetis zone offensively, so we've got the goalie camera that we can use again here on this side for some offensive action. Thompson all the way across. Good engagement over there. Behringer took a stab at it. Thompson drops it deep. Yetis try to send it out. Behringer got a piece of it. Now Yetis angle one out of the zone hard, near side. So Dollinger back to retrieve this one. It's not quite going to make the line for icing. So Dollinger will play it deep in his own zone, go behind Fairman in net, and skate out. He makes a move. He's past two Yetis, past a third. Thompson will pick it up. Thompson ahead, 3-on-1 for the Wildcats. Dollinger right wing. Dollinger will load one up here. That's blocked. Wildcats send it back out. Lusty on the right wing. Chasing now down the mid-wall. Yetis undercut. But Lusty gets a steal here. Now they're tied up. Sticks are tied up. And we'll plow it up there in the corner. This one's going behind the net. Behringer engaged over there. Brumbaugh hard off the left wing. That was blocked. Dollinger shovels one in through the slot and across to the right corner. Thompson across to engage. He chips it deep. Yetis have some room far side. 10:40 in the third. Yetis will skate this out. Brumbaugh's not going to pinch from there. They stretch one through the neutral zone past everybody, so Dollinger back to get this one. He will send it hard off the dasher. They took a tight angle off the line, and Thompson moves it through the neutral zone. Koronowski, fresh on, forechecking hard here near side. He's chasing this one all the way down. Oh, he undercuts. They both overshoot the puck behind the Yetis' net. Gavin Roscoe with the steal. He's got Yoey in the middle. Roscoe sends one into the slot. Puck is loose in front of the net. And that one hit the back of the Yetis goalie. Puck is still loose over there, coming behind the net now. Yetis chasing it out far side at the 10-minute mark of the third. This one's hard out of the zone. Roscoe stopped it, but Yetis were right behind him. Yoey undercuts. He will circle back around now. Yoey stretching it ahead to Koronowski. Koronowski will enter right wing. Oh, and he gets trucked over there. Roscoe can't drop it down. Yetis with the takeaway near side. They're pushing ahead here, left wing. Yetis shovel one across. Go! Yetis looking to center. That one comes across the crease, near side. This one's going all the way down for icing. 9:26, 25. We might have a continuous clock situation here because of the score margin. So 9:20 and counting. We're going to the Wildcat zone for a defensive zone face-off to Fairman's right. Navari will take the draw. Your line is Wesley, Roscoe, Torres, Mulvaney, and Yoey. So we got to figure out from this setup, I don't know who is the defenseman now, so we'll have to wait and see how we line up in the offensive zone. Fairman stick steers that one out to the far side. Torres up to the blue line. Yetis will hold, though, and chip it back down. So Yetis coming in on the right wing. They're unable to center. Davari poke checks it back. Torres again to the blue line, held in on the right wing by the Yetis. They put up a deep shot. That one stopped in front of Fairman, who's angling out, and the wraparound kicked back out. Unable to get that one ahead, as Fairman had already committed on the far post. Roscoe to the blue line, held in again by the Yetis. So Yetis making several blue line holds here. Davari up to the mid wall. Roscoe takes a swipe at it, and Torres trying to pull it ahead. Puck leaks into the slot. Yoey angles it ahead to Torres. Torres moving through the neutral zone. Torres out ahead to Mulvaney. Good puck movement here by the Wildcats. Mulvaney, his deep shot. Glove save by the Yetis goalie. 8-10 and counting in the third. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Wildcats to the Yeti goalie's right. As, oh yeah, we got some more comments here. Awesome hustle out there, that's right. All right, Thompson's getting ready to take a draw here. Oh, we got some viewers from Traverse City, Michigan, extended members of the Thompson family. Happy to have you guys on here. Yetis in front of their own net here. Thompson took that draw. I wasn't paying attention, though. I was looking at the comments. Grab chasing with Yetis, forechecking hard here. Grab and that Yetis player lifting sticks ahead of the puck as Hoover frees it up on the wing. Yetis, though, trying to push down. It goes out over the mid-wall. Lusky engaging here on the mid-wall. 7:27 in the third. This puck's coming out of the zone. Grab past one of the Yetis, but he can't push it any further. Now Grab entering on the right wing. Grab charging in hard here, right side. Right across the crease now out to the far side. Behringer will pick it up on the left wing. Behringer sends one wide. Grab will pick it up on the right wing. Grab overshot the puck there. He sends it down to the mid-wall. Chasing deeper. That one just behind Lusty. Bunch of Yeti players over here. Yetis bounce one out into the neutral zone, and they pick it up at the line. Yetis charging ahead here, left side. Yetis to the net, and they get past Fairman and put one in on the backhand at 6:50 in the third. Yetis will tack on one here, as they got Fairman to commit out near the top of the crease and then put a backhander in around him. So face-off coming here at mid-ice for Gavin Roscoe with Gibson and Koronowski as your wings. Brumbaugh and Dollinger are your defensive pair, as Yetis had an extra guy out there. So you got the personnel corrected here. Gibson had gained the line, so she will chip it down. And Roscoe will enter right wing, chasing it into the corner. Gavin Roscoe into the corner, looking to center. He puts one right across. Koronowski had his stick down there, but couldn't come up with that puck on the back door. And then a deep one by Brumbaugh all the way over to the near side. Gibson will pick it up on the wing. Gibson drops it back down into the trapezoid. Under 6 minutes to play. Brumbaugh will hold on the wing. He will load up another one, bouncing into the slot, deflected by Koronowski. Behind the net, Koronowski looking to center. That one's blocked back out. Puck is available. Gibson shot's in. Carly Gibson with the score. 5:40 in the third. We'll see if we can catch that one on the instant replay here, as Gibson picks up the loose change in front of the net and puts it in. All right, face-off coming at mid-ice here. Navari, Mulvaney, and Torres out there with Dollinger, and we need another defenseman. So, all right. So Wesley Roscoe was entering on the bench during that face-off. He played the puck immediately, moves it through. Now Mulvaney coming in right wing. Mulvaney checked off the puck, but he will put one across the crease all the way out to the far side. Navari comes across, picks up on the left wing. Navari, Mulvaney in the slot. Puck is loose out there, and it leaks out to the right wing. Navari, who's just going everywhere on this shift, came all the way across to drop that one down as well. Yetis on the near mid-wall. They hesitate and then stretch it forward. And then at the point, Navari drifting left now. This one's loose in the slot again. Torres will pick this up, as there was a loose piece of equipment there. One of the Yetis players picked up the loose piece of equipment out of the slot and then hit it out with their stick. Wesley Roscoe, hard off the dasher in the defensive zone. Yoey's got it here. He will circle back around. Yoey, Mulvaney coming ahead here, 2-on-2 rush. Yoey coming across now on the left side. His shot just wide right. Oh, my goodness. Mulvaney challenging that puck there. We got a call coming. So 4:10 in the third. Penalty on the Yetis. So Wildcats going on the power play. It's going to come up on the 4-minute mark here as the clock is running. So Dollinger, Grab, and Behringer are your forwards. Thompson and Hoover, your defensive pair. Offensive zone face-off controlled by the Yetis. Yetis will move one up the mid-wall. And just out of the zone, Wildcats have to clear. Dollinger buying time for his team to get on sides. He will circle back around and then send it to Behringer. Behringer's got Grab in the middle. Behringer forwards it. Grab came across to play that one. Dollinger will pick it up and put one through the 5-hole for the score. Power play goal for the Wildcats. That'll get the Yetis back to full strength here at 3:15 and counting in the third. So, all right, another face-off coming up here at mid-ice. Thank you to all the live viewers for tuning in here. These Wildcats play again at 7 p.m. So we got the rest of the day ahead of us, and then we'll come back 7 p.m. That one might be on the outdoor rink. We'll have to see, as that'll be game 2 of the Nutcracker tournament for the Wildcats, 7 p.m. tonight. So Hoover moves one through the neutral zone for Grab. Grab drops it ahead and chasing. Action on the right wing. Grab will chase this one deep into the corner. Centering pass for Thompson. Thompson one-timer, no. But Behringer on the back door does put that one in. Wildcats will tack on another one. 2:30 in the third. Clock is still running as we'll be at about 2 minutes by the time we get the face-off here at mid-ice. New line on for the Wildcats. It is Roscoe with Gibson, and that should be Koronowski. Yeah, it is. It's the other wing. So Brumbaugh and Wesley Roscoe, your defensive pair. Gibson engaging here near side in the neutral zone. Gibson gained the red line, dropped it ahead. Yetis keep it out of their zone, though, and they stretch one back through the neutral zone. Wesley Roscoe will pick that one off, and he will go vertically and then send one ahead. He hadn't gained the line, though, so that one will be icing. 1:45 and counting. Will go to the Wildcat zone for defensive zone face-off to Fairman's left. And this one will be at about 1:20 to play by the time we drop this puck. So Gavin Roscoe will come in for the draw. So as we're still getting everybody back to this end of the ice. Yetis didn't have anybody in the circle for the draw. Now they do. And then Wildcats are sending somebody to the other side of the slot. So, all right, face off to Fairman's left. Roscoe took 2 swipes that one. Yetis control. Their backhander goes through the slot. Koronowski keeps it away. Never made it to the crease. And they send one feathering out of the zone. It will not make the line for icing. Yetis goalie came across to play it. 57 seconds to play. Roscoe interfering here on the forecheck. Roscoe to the net. His backhander will get in there for another score at 48 seconds and counting. So Roscoe with the forecheck steal and score. So this one's about done. Once again, 7 p.m. tonight for Game 2 of the Nutcracker tournament for 10U Wildcats. Appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. Hope you enjoyed this offensive onslaught by the Wildcats. It's a perfect complement for breakfast. So Lusty's at mid-ice here, 19 seconds and counting as Lusty's face off at mid-ice. Yetis will dump it ahead. Dollinger, no, that was Behringer moved it ahead, but he hadn't gained the line. Icing is the call, and that'll do it for the game as the clock's going to run out after that call. So, all right, so that'll do it for Game 1. So once again, Wildcats back on 7 p.m. tonight. We'll have Game 2's coverage this evening. Until then, thank you all for tuning in.